science people, this is Mr. Juvent or Mr. Concepts. Yeah, and this is lesson number 6, talking about the conversion of mass into mole. It is lesson number 6, of which all the sessions past have been talking the concepts behind the volumetric analysis. Now this one is concept number 6, that is talking about how do we convert mass into mole. Now this concept is very important in preparation of standard solution. Very important in preparation of standard solution. Now it is like each chemical substance. Each substance has its basic formula or has its chemical formula, and each chemical formula has its molar mass. And the basic formula of any chemical substance means 1 mole of that particular chemical substance. So we can say each chemical substance has its basic formula, and each basic formula means 1 mole of that particular substance. 1 mole of particular substance has its molar mass. Now, as for example, when you look on these chemical containers, you find this one is calcium carbonate. This one is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate has its basic formula. Calcium carbonate is having its basic formula. The basic formula of calcium carbonate is having its molar mass. Molar mass here written MW. You can see it is written MW 100.09. Approximately 100. So this 100 is the molar mass of the formula calcium carbonate. So for example, calcium carbonate has 100 grams per mole. So if each chemical formula basically represents 1 mole of that particular substance, therefore the basic formula is having its molar mass. Therefore it is very simple for somebody to convert mass into mole, Now simply it is like, if for example, let's say if it is like somebody need to convert, for example, it is written convert maybe 10 grams of calcium carbonate, 10 grams of calcium carbonate into moles. This one is very simple. As we have the foundation, the chemical container of calcium carbonate is written in this basic formula, of which that basic formula is having 100 grams. So by that way, solution, we just say 1 mole of calcium carbonate contains 100 grams of calcium carbonate. Now, how about 10 grams of calcium carbonate? That means 10 grams of calcium carbonate contains how much moles of calcium carbonate? That is so simple. Let us maybe put there X. So X will be equals to X will be equals to 1 mole. So we can introduce a cross multiplication like this, a cross multiplication like that. So 1 mole of calcium times 10 grams of calcium carbonate, then over 100 grams. Over 100 grams. Now you cancel a gram and you cancel a gram, then you have X equals to 1 mole times 10 over 100. when you calculate over there, when you divide, it gives 0.1 more. 0.1 more. What does this mean? It means, this one means 10 grams. 10 grams. And therefore, it is 10 grams of calcium carbonate is equals to 0.1 mole of calcium carbonate. That is the meaning. That is the meaning. Maybe let us see another example. Example number 2. Example 2. Maybe this one is sodium hydroxide again. This one is sodium hydroxide, for example. Look, it is sodium hydroxide having the chemical formula sodium, meaning NaOH. NaOH. Now let's say the question is like, how much moles is how much moles is present? How much moles is present in maybe 2 grams of sodium hydroxide? How much moles do we find in 2 grams? In 2 grams of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is having its basic formula. That is a solution. The basic formula of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is equals to 1 mole. This is 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. So when I write this basic formula, it means 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. So that means 1 mole of sodium hydroxide. 1 mole of sodium hydroxide is having how much grams? Look here. This one is sodium hydroxide, and this one is its basic formula. The basic formula, NaOH. In front of it, you find something like MW40. MW4000. That 40 is the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So the basic formula of sodium hydroxide, or 1 mole of sodium hydroxide, is equals to 40 grams. Is equals to 40 grams, which means if 1 mole is equals to 40 grams, how much moles is in 2 grams? How much moles is in 2 grams of sodium hydroxide? Maybe we put it like that, or we can introduce X over there, and we introduce a cross multiplication over there. 1 mole times 1 mole times 2 grams. 2 grams equals 40 grams times X. Now to have this X, we have to divide by 40 both sides. So 40 grams, and this side 40 grams. And then we can cancel this one and this one. There we have X equals to 1 mole times 2 grams over 40. This one brings when you divide this one and this one, how much do you get? 2 grams of sodium hydroxide equals to 0.05 moles of sodium hydroxide. So that is the meaning. Now, by that way, you can change even some other masses of different chemical formula. At least you make a practice on how do we convert mass into mole. So you can check in the exercise book, find some questions, in the textbooks of chemistry, find some questions, and then you can write several of the examples by using a guideline like this one I've shown you by this time. Thank you for watching. We meet next time when we'll be talking about on how do we convert mole into mass. This time was mass into mole, then the next time will be mole into mass. Thank you for watching.